Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko said authorities will take all necessary steps to release Ukrainian sailors who were detained on Sunday when Russia seized 3 Ukrainian vessels off the Crimean coast. In a televised interview, Poroshenko added he tried to contact Russian President Vladimir Putin but did not get immediate response from Kremlin. A court in Russian-annexed Crimea ordered the first of 24 Ukrainian Navy sailors captured by Russia to be detained for 2 months. The United States has called upon the European countries to take stringent action against Russia in the wake of recent escalation which saw Ukrainian ships being captured by Russia. U.S. State Department said it would like to see European countries to do more to help Ukraine in its struggle with Russia over Crimea, including tougher enforcement of sanctions and reconsidering support for the Nord Stream 2 pipeline with Moscow. State Department spokeswoman Heather Nauert added that many governments have imposed sanctions for its actions in Crimea, but not all those sanctions have been fully enforced. Data from the black box of the Lion Air flight that crashed into the Java Sea last month has revealed certain startling details. The data shows that the pilots struggled to save the plane almost as soon as the plane took off. The pilots struggled against Boeing 737 MAX flight control system, which even led to the nose of the plane swooping dangerously more than a dozen times during the 11-minute flight. The pilots had a tough task pulling the nose up a few times before they eventually lost control. The plane then sank into the ocean, killing all of 189 people on board. After days of unrest in France over the rising fuel prices and the living cost, French President Emmanuel Macron proposed reviewing the rate of tax on diesel and petrol every 3 months. The move is aimed to take into account changes in global fuel prices. President Macron's proposal is seen as an attempt to diffuse violent protests against high gasoline taxes that have caught him off guard. The unrest over the weekend has left some of the crucial structures badly vandalized in the capital city of Paris. The protests have also dented Macron's popularity as a leader, as his approval ratings have suffered a significant decline. British Prime Minister Theresa May toured Northern Ireland to seek support for her Brexit divorce deal. May's efforts to garner support come in the wake of a deputy saying Parliament might reject if it asked to vote on it now. May has warned sceptical lawmakers that if they reject the deal, the world's 5th largest economy will either leave without an agreement or Brexit could be delayed or even reversed. The vote in Parliament is scheduled for December 11th. British Prime Minister Theresa May rebutted US President Donald Trump's warning about the future of Anglo-American trade, saying a trade deal was possible and that work towards it was making good progress. Trump had said on Monday the agreement by which the United Kingdom will leave the European Union may make trade between Washington and London more difficult. Prime Minister is facing a tough battle to get the deal approved by the Parliament, with several leaders from her own Conservative Party vowing to vote the deal down. May is travelling across the country to garner public support before the deal is put to vote. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow said that US President Donald Trump will have a dinner meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the upcoming G20 gathering in Argentina. Kudlow also said that the possibility was open that the two countries would reach a trade deal. An Indian Foreign Ministry official announced that India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping will meet twice during the G20 summit in Argentina. Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale told reporters in New Delhi that the meeting could aim at giving impetus to ties and enhance mutual understanding between the two countries. Relations between the Asian giants were strained last year over a 73-day military standoff at Doklam. But since then, there have been several efforts to mend ties. In April, Xi and Modi met during the historic Wuhan summit, during which they resolved to build mutual trust and hold talks whenever an opportunity comes. China's President Xi Jinping met Spain's King Felipe VI in Madrid after he arrived in Spain for a business-focused state visit. Beijing, which is engaged in a trade war with the United States, is seeking to strengthen ties with Europe. No press conference is scheduled during his 3-day visit, which is a stop-off on his trip to a meeting of group of 20 leaders in Argentina. Iran's nuclear chief said he was warning the European Union's top diplomat that Tehran's patience was running out on the bloc's pledges to keep buying oil despite US sanctions. Ali Akbar Salehi, the head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, said Iran could resume its 20% uranium enrichment if it fails to see the economic benefit of the 2015 deal that placed curbs on its nuclear program. Hundreds of Tunisians protested against a visit by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The protest denounced Saudi Arabia's de facto ruler as a murderer in a demonstration condemning the killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Protesters chanted the murderer is not welcome in Tunisia and shame on Tunisia's rulers for receiving bin Salman. National Security Advisor John Bolton said he had not listened to the audio recordings of the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi because he did not speak Arabic. When pressed further in a testy back and forth, Bolton argued he could just read the transcript of the recordings provided by Arabic-speaking interpreters. Britain's Prince Harry was in for a packed entertainment when he visited a youth circus in Zambia, which is supported by one of Queen Elizabeth's charities. Prince Harry spent the last of his 2 days in Zambia, visiting World War II veterans in the capital Lusaka before heading to Circus Zambia, which is a project that helps vulnerable young people to gain skills, education and employment. Harry sent best wishes from his wife Meghan, who is pregnant and remained at home. Austrian mountain climber David Lama has safely completed an astonishing solo climb of Lunag Ri in the Himalayas. Lama becomes the first person to scale the 6,907-meter mountain, one of the highest unclimbed peaks left in Nepal. The 28-year-old battled temperatures of minus 30 degrees and winds of 80 kilometers per hour over his 3-day ascent to achieve the feat. A driver had a lucky escape after falling snow. Pushed by snow plow, broke the windscreen of his car in Michigan. The driver was near Kalamazoo under an overpass at the same time as a snowplow was clearing the road above, pushing ice and snow onto his car. The accident was recorded on the car's dashboard camera. As much as 13 inches of snow fell in the Chicago area over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and around 13,000 homes and businesses in Illinois, Indiana and Michigan were without power. Footage posted on social media showed a Russian transport helicopter flying a fighter jet across St. Petersburg. Local media reported that a Soviet-made Mi-26 helicopter was transporting the Sukhoi 27 fighter jet from an airfield in Levashovo to a new military park in Kronstadt near at St. Petersburg. It's a historic day for the Sikh community as Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan will perform the groundbreaking of the Kartarpur corridor on the Pakistani side of the border today. The corridor will connect Gurudwara Darbar Sahib in Pakistan with Dera Baba Nanak in India's Gurdaspur district. Congress leader and Punjab Minister Navjot Singh Sidhu reached Pakistan to attend the ceremony on the invitation of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Indian ministers Harsimrat Kaur Badal and Hardeep Singh Puri are also to attend the opening ceremony of the corridor. Indian government has come down heavily on schools that make students carry heavy school bags, putting caps on weight of school bags and scrapping homework for class 1 and 2. The government has issued weight guidelines for school bags depending on a child's age, citing studies that show how the load can affect soft developing spines. One survey done by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India found that 68% of preteen children might suffer from mild back pain, which can develop into chronic back pain and later into a hunchback.